Hi everyone, I'm Chibuzo Nwachukwu. In response to Vice President Kamala Harris' visit to Ghana, during which she addressed the anti-LGBT law, a Ghanaian politician named Sam George pointed out a couple of things about the US government. They are in regards to human rights. Before I continue, I'll roll the clips.
Harris is entitled to her opinion, the same way you're entitled to your opinion, the same way I hold the opinion that she and the American government are a bunch of cowards, and that they have no right to talk about human rights because they're the biggest abusers of human rights. Child rights are equally human rights. And yesterday, 2 hours after that press conference with the president, a 28-year-old gun woman walked into an American school and killed 3 American children and killed 3 American teachers. It's the rights, one of the fundamental basic rights of any human being is the right to life. The American government, in which Kamala Harris is vice president, is failing to take decisive action on gun control. And so people who should not have access to weapons are having access to assault rifles and killing innocent children and teachers in America. And the vice president of that country wants to come and teach us human rights. I mean, the irony of it. She's a person of color. But for being vice president, what happened to George Floyd could easily have happened to her, or any of the several people who have been killed in America by errant white policemen, which has led to the Black Lives Matter issue. If people have to demonstrate to let the American government know that Black Lives Matter, they need help from us. I've stated on record that myself and my colleagues are very willing to engage the American government and the US Congress to help them shape laws that will clamp down on gun violence because they really have need for it. But it's the hypocrisy of the US where they call homosexuality a human rights issue in Africa. But yet they are doing business with countries where homosexuality is frowned upon. Over $1 billion of military hardware is sold to Qatar almost on a yearly basis. In Qatar, homosexuality is punished by death, not imprisonment. Why are they not threatening Qatar? One of the biggest trading partners of the United States government is Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, it's punished by death. Why are they not threatening them? Why are they not threatening Russia? Then they come to Ghana and Africa and they want to come and threaten us with LGBTQ. The American government is a bunch of hypocrites. If they really want to flex their muscle, they should go and flex their muscle on Russia, India, China, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Qatar, the places where they are selling weapons to.
Kamala Harris addressed that anti-LGBT law. She calls gay rights human rights. However, the USA violates the right to live. The country has like a lot of gun issues. Shootings happen at different places in America, at schools, at workplaces, at homes, and even in churches. I don't actually agree with Sam George that gun control laws would work. It is safety measures that I believe the USA needs. However, the government does nothing about it. USA deals with guns. It imports guns from other countries. Now, after people shoot, wounding or killing people, I hear that talk about gun control laws, gun control laws. It's not taking the country anywhere. I believe the US government supports the killings of its own people. The government avoids the solution. Now, about promoting the LGBT thing in, in foreign countries. The US government is known to promote homosexuality and transgenderism in African countries and in the Caribbean countries. However, it doesn't promote that thing to Muslim countries, such as the Middle East countries. Why? This is for the same kind of reason LGBT people in the USA file lawsuits against Christian bakers for refusing to bake wedding cakes for them, but don't ever go to Muslim bakeries for that same thing. I have never heard of LGBTs filing lawsuits against Muslim bakers. I am talking about Cowardice, which Sam George pointed out as the reason the USA would never dare push that LGBT thing in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, wherever. The US government officials are scared of getting killed. They are cowards. I see why this African country, Uganda, has pushed for ugly laws against the LGBT thing. They are pushing for death penalty for aggravated homosexuality. They're also, they're also pushing to criminalize identifying as LGBT. Apparently, the Ugandans could learn like a thing or two from the Middle East. Leave some comments. I would appreciate you liking this video and subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching.